City 0, Leverkusen 2. Embarrassing from start to finish. We started off the game okay, I thought. Like Nathan Ake had a header. And we was knocking the ball around nicely. But like once they scored, it just went to shit and we never recovered. Pep picked the complete wrong starting 11. I know that he wants to give players chances that don't normally play. But we just needed to get this win and take off pressure for like the remaining 3 UCL games. And he completely over-rotated the team. No disrespect to the players that played. The 11 should have still been good enough to win the game. Just the players that played didn't turn up. Like, the players that don't normally get minutes to try and prove a point tonight just didn't prove their point. I thought Oscar Bob did okay. And I think Trafford did okay. Even though he did concede 2 goals and he didn't have that much to do, but he did all right. Nathan Ake was poor. Savinho was poor. The substitutions came on too late. I get that he put on Doku, Foden and O'Reilly straight at half time, but I don't get why none of them were starting from the beginning. Because I get that you want to give players minutes, but what you should try and do is get the job done early, then bring them on with 30 minutes to go. But Pep just got it completely wrong tonight. And there's pressure on for the remaining 3 games. We've got Madrid, that's on the 10th of December. And that's a bummer because we've got Madrid on the 10th of December, and then we've got a crucial away game in the Premier League a few days later, Crystal Palace on the 14th of December. So that's a quick turnaround, 2 big fixtures, Real Madrid and Palace away, so that's not going to be easy either. And then you've got Bodo Glimt as your other away game, and then your final Champions League game is Galatasaray at home. That was a chance for us to go top tonight. I know it probably would have only been temporarily because there was games tomorrow and stuff, but it's just a massive wasted opportunity for the boys. We can still get top 8 because we still only need 2 more wins, and that's 6 points. And it is doable the 2 fixtures that we've got. But if we don't win against Madrid, I don't really know much about Bodo Glimt and how they're doing. But I don't think Galatasaray will be easy. Even though it is at home, you would have thought we would win tonight because it was at home. But it's just not a guarantee. You can't take anything for granted in the Champions League. And I think Bodo Glimt won't be easy either because I think something tells me they've got loud support and it's going to be a small pitch and it won't be easy. And I think the weather might be shit over there. No, I know I don't want to sound like Ty from AFTV and blaming the weather, but it won't be easy conditions. And then you've got Galatasaray, your last home game. We don't want to be in a situation where we get playoffs again because that's shit. Because Leverkusen, after beating us, are only 2 points behind us. Because even though we haven't done as bad last year, so if we do get playoffs, we won't get as hard of a team as what we did last year in Real Madrid. But it's just not ideal because it's 2 fixtures that will be in the fixture congestion that are unneeded, and it could increase the chances of injuries as well. So, and I'm going to the Leeds game Saturday, so hopefully we don't perform like that. But there's too many players in this fringe, City team, second team that are just not good enough to be at our football club. Nathan Ake is one of them. He was class for a good 3-4 years, 21, 22, 22, 23 treble season, 23, 24. But now he's just not good enough anymore. And he's not getting in the team, so he's got to go. Savinho, even though he's got a new contract, if you can find a buyer for him, he's got to go. And I don't know. If I was Mamouche, I'd be pissed off tonight because the service into him was shit. But we go again next game. That's 2 defeats in a row. I wanted to see us bounce back tonight. I was thinking that we was going to win 4-0, 4-1 maybe. But we completely over-rotated the team. And that made the game a completely different, test because they played their first team. We played, our B team, even though there were some players from our A team, I think you would class Ryan as an A game player. As an A team player, sorry. But other than that, most of the team was the B team. I thought Aït-Nouri did okay, to be fair to him, before he went off at half time. He was one of the other players that looked all right, but this second 11 is just nowhere near the level of a few years ago, because our second team a few years ago could win these games pretty comfortably, but just now our second team isn't at this level anymore. Well, the backup players are not as good as what they used to be. That's basically what I'm implicating. Because my worry with James Trafford is we'll end up in a Zach Steffen situation where he ends up going, and we end up with Zach Steffen or someone like that as backup, because that's why I want James Trafford to get minutes. And it's a shame that the time that he got minutes, it went like this, because it wasn't his fault tonight, I don't think, because none of the team really turned up. The best probably performer from City was a 5 out of 7 tonight. But yeah, that's what I've really got to say. Just City till we die, on to the next one. And hopefully we don't lose 3 in a row. We should win league, but you can't take anything for granted. Because we said we should win tonight and we didn't win tonight. Fucking disgrace. Sorry, lads, about the language.